Slim unmuted himself to mute himself again.
Oh yeah, man, I couldn't hear shit no more. I took my AirPods out and I couldn't hear shit.
All right, bro, go ahead.
The show has begun. Welcome back to the Real Rap Coalition podcast. I'm your host, Showtime Slim. Who else do we have this evening?
It is I, Muck Lovin.
F Dub. You already know what it is. Happy Veterans Day, y'all.
It's art, man.
I don't know,
All
man.
right.
That should say OG Caesar.
And today we have come to bring you another episode of one of our movie review.
Hey, bro, you gonna do this the whole episode?
I don't know. I haven't decided yet. So this week we are doing the second, the sequel to Now You See Me. Yeah, I had to figure out
Motherfucker
like,
could
how to.
think of the word installation.
what goes after second?
All
She said
right,
my
let a
show is
let a
on. Shut up,
pro
Ice.
handle let a pro handle this one case, Slim, man. Now You See Me too, man. We're leading up to Now You See Me, Now You Don't. It comes out in like a week or some shit, probably less, honestly. So we watched the first one. We
That
reviewed it
shit come out
last
in a
week.
few days, bro.
I'm about to say it's like this weekend, but whatever. Like it is what it is. But we probably won't see it for like a week.
Shout
But
out Ice, man.
yeah, so the Horsemen are back with even bigger magic tricks, a new foe, and a whole lot of special effects. And what was the word
Higher
I'm looking for?
stakes and
I'm about
higher
to say,
stakes.
well, I was just going to say dissenting opinions amongst the podcast.
Well, a
Well,
But
new
that too.
foe coupled with
Oh,
an
that
old
too.
foe.
That too.
yeah, they got a lot of so the first thing, let's address Henley Reeve is not in this movie. She
I
has
was
been
disappointed.
replaced by Lula, and Art doesn't pay attention to the movie in the fucking
No,
slightest.
I didn't. I
You
didn't
know,
get to. I literally like when I asked that.
they
I
Dude,
just
explained
explain
it in
that
the
shit
first
like
10 minutes.
the
Art,
first
Definitely in the
5 minutes.
first 10 minutes.
Art
bro. I
said, "Is
just
this a different bitch or I'm tripping?"
no. I had to.
He
No,
can't
I had to.
even
Yeah,
tell
I had to
that's not the
rewind.
same white host, Slim.
Yeah, I had
Yeah.
to. I had to rewind it and shit. I'm like, it's not the same bitch.
I
But no,
don't think
I
he was
actually.
watching
What
Now You See Me too. He was watching
the other
something
the
else.
other actress
Yeah,
was a blonde too, right? Wasn't it?
she
Wasn't
was a
she?
redhead.
A
So
redhead.
what?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Black Widow was a blonde for a while. I don't mean nothing.
Shout out Scarlett Johansson. But yeah,
Yeah.
Lula, played by Lizzie Kaplan in this movie, takes the place of Henley Reeve. I believe Slim will probably have trivia, but I believe he said that she was pregnant for this movie, so they
I ain't got no
couldn't get her
trivia.
on this whole.
I
I
actually
Okay,
like
said
this.
well,
she loved Lula
I like this
more.
one better. I like this girl better than her.
You
She
too,
was.
Archie.
Yeah, she
And
was funny. She was
I
funnier. More
and
entertaining. I
yeah,
like.
we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna
she
talk about it.
probably like I'll tell you, like in the first movie, Henley was like kind of like the back seat to
Yeah,
everybody,
they
honestly.
didn't they didn't give
Like
her
they
shit
didn't
to
give
do.
her much to work with, so
Right.
I think like Lula was definitely more important. I think Henley is like a more attractive woman, but
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, for sure. But I'm talking about as a character. Like,
yeah. So salute, Lula's played by Lizzie Kaplan. Other than that, you got a lot of the returning characters that you see here. You got J. Daniel Atlas, you got Merritt McKinney, Jack Wilder, Dylan Rhodes, Thaddeus Bradley. It's a lot of the same faces, a few new ones. You also have Daniel Radcliffe making an appearance in this movie. He is the antagonist.
yeah, that was like
Daniel
Oh
Radcliffe, man.
that
my
was like,
God.
Uh,
oh, let's get
Walter
let's
Mabry. Is that it?
let's
Mabry?
get Harry Potter in the Magic movie. That's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, no, and I think that's like a great thing to have done. It's like, hey, who
No, it
who
was cool.
made magic
At first, I
movies
thought it was gonna be like just a
popular?
regular cameo, but then I'm like, okay,
I think
I
what
mean,
they did.
go ahead.
I would say I think what they did pretty cool about it is like so this is my second time watching it, so I knew that he was in the movie. But before they revealed who he was, they kind of had him standing off in the background, and then they like he had his back to the camera, and then he finally turned around and it's like, oh shit, it's Harry Potter.
Hmm.
But I
I
thought that
mean, I think Daniel Radcliffe did a really good job in this movie. I think that he's a good actor in the shit that I've seen him in. That's
no,
not
yes,
this,
yes,
So salute to him.
he got some kind of condition too.
Off
So
the rip, off the rip, off the rip. I'm going to like you did mention that we're gonna have like separate opinions and shit like that, or bundling opinions, or whatever word you use, KTL. So I'll start off with Daniel
Bundling.
Radcliffe himself. I don't know about y'all, right? But yeah, I could not buy Daniel Radcliffe as a villain in this movie.
Is it
It
because
was
he's Harry Potter or?
I just because I'm so well that was one of the definitely one of the reasons I'll keep it 1,000. You feel me? Definitely because I was used to him being Harry Potter for so long that I couldn't really picture him playing anything else. You know what I mean? I don't want
That
to
sounds
type.
like a you problem.
I don't want to.
No, hold on, let him go, Slim.
All right. I don't want to typecast him in, you know what I mean? Whenever I see him in other films and shit like that, because he has other notable roles that I definitely enjoyed his performance in. But in this film, I just could not buy into him being the villain. It
I
was,
So
it
you
mean,
was,
still
it
wouldn't
was
watch
very
Harry
tough. Hold on.
it's
Potter?
not like he was like some. He wasn't. It was like he was not like a murderous Bond villain and no shit. He was a regular. He
He
wasn't.
was he
He
was a
played a nerd.
weasel.
He played a nerd villain.
Yeah, he was a weasel. Like,
Yeah, I think
um,
that's it.
and I mean, like
I just,
that's an opinion that you can have. I do think like
I didn't do nothing for me. So
well, so
that was
like I
that.
think I can see like people who first saw Matthew Lillard as Shaggy on Scooby Doo. It being difficult for them to watch him be Stu in Scream.
He was
Even though
fire as Stu.
I'm not saying that he's not, but I'm saying like I can see it's like, come on, bro, you're Shaggy. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
Damn,
I
niggas
don't
can't
agree
be
with
more
that.
than one thing. That's
No,
crazy.
No,
I
no.
understand. Like, so Slim, when we watched Eternal Sunshine,
You
Elijah
wasn't
Wood was
F
in that
Dub a
hole,
year
and
ago.
he was like a weird, creepy stalker, bro. That's Frodo. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
ain't gonna lie, KTL. This F Dub character wasn't even F Dub 3 years ago.
No,
yeah, you're right.
don't start that narrative, Slim. Don't start
That's a fair
that
point.
narrative.
Honest. Well, let's
No, it
say
wasn't.
3.5 years ago, Slim, because it's been a
There you
little
go.
over three.
People can
Yeah, there
change.
you go. That's fair. That's more
Yeah,
fair. Not a
But
year ago, Slim. Come on now.
but yeah. So I think that let's segue into if anybody felt like people under delivered in their role other than F Dub not liking Harry Potter. I think everybody was what they were supposed to be, all the main cast members and shit.
I'll say
Hey
this,
Art,
KTL.
yeah,
We didn't mention Michael Caine. Michael Caine made a reappearance in this movie.
yes,
Yeah, he was.
I think he was maybe because he was, I guess,
he was
more of
more
a
menacing.
secondary. No, I don't think. I think he was less menacing. Like
I
he
don't
was.
think he was menacing in the first movie.
Well, I just feel like I liked his
He was
character
less
more in the first one.
important.
But his character was more like the charisma. Like it was just like
Well,
more.
that's what I'm saying. Like in this movie, he was less important, but I think that he became like truly a villain here. You know
That
what I'm
nigga was a
saying?
villain when he was telling. That nigga told Morgan Freeman he'll kill that nigga or some
Yeah, but
shit.
Morgan Freeman was the bad guy. He was trying to fuck over the
No,
horseman at
that
that point.
hell nah.
He was at that point. He was the bad guy
That
to
nigga.
us.
That nigga was like the secondary bad guy.
You right, but like,
Michael Caine stole all that money from them people.
Michael Caine got all that money stole from him, man. So it shake out
Facts.
evenly. But hey, Art, man, how'd you feel about the second iteration of Thaddeus Bradley, man?
Um, it was for the beginning. It was kind of ass. I kind of grew him. It kind of because I hate when Woody Harrelson play these eccentric characters. I don't think he's good at it.
Woody
Not Woody
Harrelson.
Harrelson, you
The
bum.
nigga
Oh
said
no, no, no.
Morgan Freeman.
We gonna get there. We gonna get
Oh
there.
no, my bad. Cause my bad. My mind went fast forward because I thought that's what you were
Go
going to
ahead and
ask
talk
me.
about the Woody Harrelson. Go ahead, the
Yeah,
twins.
my
Hey,
bad.
man.
We gonna get. Hey, I'm glad we addressing Woody
He can go
Harrelson.
ahead and talk
Hey,
about
shut
it.
up. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll get to
he had
that
the
here in a
like
second.
he had the fake teeth and the stupid accent. I didn't like it. You sound like a
He
I
had
don't
the hair. He had like some hair
yeah.
too. He be
I
Wait,
don't like
wait, wait,
them.
wait,
I
wait,
don't
wait,
like
Art.
them.
Hold on, Art. Wait,
Yeah.
what is your criticism about that?
I'm not a fan. Like I seen Woody Harrelson do that like eccentric type character before, and I didn't really
Yeah.
like it. Like
Hey, bro.
he did it in
Okay.
he did it in Venom, the Venom movie. Like
Yeah,
we
yeah. When
he
he
did
played
it.
fucking Carnage, yeah.
He
Cletus
kind of
Cassidy.
yeah he kind of does it in the Hunger Games, but that's a little bit better.
Fuck
Um,
no.
The Hunger
yeah.
Games,
He
he's
ain't
just
this
a
character.
pathetic drunk.
He's a drunk. Yeah,
Also,
like
Yeah, but you know, but he does
I
got a
don't think
little
he's
like a different
He
like a
eccentric
he
at
little
one
all.
of the
kind of.
He's
least
like
weird niggas in the
reserved.
Hunger Games.
Yeah, he's
He's
Not a
no,
weird
reserved.
niggas there.
he's not. I didn't say weird. I said eccentric. That means he
I
has a
don't
little
think
bit
he's
more.
eccentric.
That
I
shit
think he's
mean weird.
reserved in the Hunger Games. He's
Well,
just drunk.
if I feel like he's eccentric, then that's my opinion, bro.
Damn.
So I
damn,
don't.
hell yes. I said he
Hey,
did it better. I think so. So that means he was a little less eccentric when he does it like a weird accent and shit. I don't really fuck with it like that. But
Salute
I
to
thought I
in
thought it
Four
was
hey,
meant
Horsemen,
to
hey,
be.
I thought it
hey,
was
Art.
corny. I thought it was corny though. I thought it was like he reminded me of that movie, Despicable Me, when Gru had a twin. Like that's
Woody
what it reminded me.
Harrelson walked so that Michael B. Jordan could run.
Oh,
That's
shut the
all
That's
I'm
fuck
not
up.
saying,
true at
bro.
all.
Like,
he,
you know what I'm saying?
he just said it.
Fucking
He
Well,
just
I mean,
said
you're
it.
right, Slim.
KTL, Tom Hardy did it
Woody,
before
I was
him.
about to say Woody
Nigga,
Harrelson
Lindsay
walked so
Lohan
Tom
did it
Hardy
before that.
could jog,
Lindsay
so that Michael
Lohan
B.
definitely did
Jordan
it
could
before all
run.
them niggas. Lindsay
Yeah,
Lohan did
no,
it
he
first.
didn't. Who?
Lindsay Lohan.
Oh, come on, bro. We're talking about men here. Let's not talk about
I
women.
thought we
Like,
was talking about
no,
actors.
we're not. That's an actress. That's not an actor.
Yeah, but they also go by
Nah,
actors sometimes.
no, they don't.
They literally do.
Maybe the you know what? Go ahead, F
Come on,
Dub.
man. You gotta stop that.
Hey, Eddie
Yeah,
Murphy did it before him.
you right. Eddie Murphy was a bunch of folks though, but his shit was ass.
You tripping? I just watched that earlier
Nutty
today.
Professor was ass. I thought it was a
I'm talking
Yeah.
classic.
about I'm talking about Norbit.
Unless
Oh,
you were,
Norbit.
Oh yeah,
unless,
Nova was that.
Norbit,
Yeah,
He
no,
did
I
it
watched it.
with Nutty Professor.
He did do it with
Yeah.
Nutty Professor. Yes.
he was out in
That ain't
Norbit
the
though.
same
He
shit.
was
Them
out.
wasn't no twin characters though.
Go
I mean,
ahead.
technically, Buddy Love was kind of like a clone of him. So
He was the skinny version.
I was
That
about
shit
to
ain't the
say he
same.
was just it was
it's a
Steve
clone.
Urkel and Stefan Urkel, bro.
It
It's literally
literally
the same.
wasn't.
It's
Like the
literally the
one
same
nigga was
DNA.
skinny with like
It's
one
the
nigga was
same.
fat as hell with some glasses.
It was
The other
Steve
nigga was
Urkel
skinny.
stepping in the
It's,
Urkel chamber, bro.
it's literally a
Yeah, but they
different
was
version of him.
KTS. She
Go
said, "Let's
ahead,
not
F
be
Dub, bro.
sexist."
All right. So that was
That's
another
not
thing
being sexist.
I
We
ain't
just have to
really
be consistent.
that was another
Go
thing I
ahead.
didn't really enjoy about the film. As y'all know, you feel me?
That you
I'm not
did or didn't enjoy about it.
that I did not that I did
Okay.
not. So as y'all know, I'm not the biggest Woody Harrelson fan. You feel me? You know, he has his moments. I'll give him his props here and there. But that whole
You know that?
revelation where he had a twin brother or whatever, and the twin brother essentially ratted sold him out or whatever, or
To be
betrayed him or
fair,
whatever,
He
was
said
not,
that shit
was
last
that's
movie.
not a revelation. Yeah, that was in the last movie. They
He
talked
said it
about it a
last
few
movie.
times.
okay. Well, regardless, I wasn't a fan, last time, and I wasn't a fan this time. You feel me?
What do you think, Slim?
I agree. I agree with Art pretty much. That whole his twin brother shit was just so corny. Like it wasn't funny to me. On whenever he was on screen, I just cringed.
I didn't mind. I
I
didn't mind
I
the actual. I didn't mind the actual plot with the twin brother. I just didn't like the way he played the twin
I
brother.
don't want to
Both.
sound
I
like
hate both.
Pujols
I
here
dislike both.
because I don't want to sound like Pujols here, but I will say, FW, I think that like was kind of the point. I think that character was supposed to be like annoying and insufferable and weird and shit. You know what I'm
Well,
saying? So
KTL, that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say that I didn't mind it because I feel like he was supposed to be like over the top and corny and shit like that. So like I just kind of bypassed it. It didn't
I
bother
mean,
me.
Slim, you think
Well,
that
it
type
didn't
of
work for
shit
me.
is kind of cold though, don't you?
What?
Like when you be like thinking it's cold when motherfuckers play like two roles in a movie.
Not
Like
this though. This
uh,
wasn't cold. That shit
well,
wasn't cold. What he did.
okay, so like I think that the ability to do it is the cold thing. I don't think that it's necessarily
Nah, I can't give him that KTL because
I
he's
can
an.
if it's not garbage.
Let me tell you why I can't give him that the ability to do it because he's a professional actor and he's also like he's played different characters. He don't play the same character in all his movies, so he should be able to play two different types of characters.
Yeah, but like I'm saying, like Tom Hardy did it. He don't just play the same character every movie.
Yeah, but I'm saying like let's say like Mia Goth. Like Mia Goth played Pearl and Maxine and
Maxine,
X,
yeah.
and that shit was cold. Like I didn't even
See,
know.
I
I'll
wasn't.
say this.
That was all right to me.
I'll say
She
it
played that
wasn't.
old ass lady
She
KTL.
did play that, yeah, but I wasn't one of them. Like the other motherfuckers when we watched that movie, they didn't even know that was her. I knew that was her. Like you know what I'm
I think
saying?
it was
Like
fire. Go ahead. Go
I'll
ahead
It
though.
say
was good.
I'll say I wasn't convinced that I was watching two characters on the screen like I watched Michael B.
Agreed.
Jordan and Simmons.
Agreed.
Like I
Agreed.
see I can see through the
I
character.
don't,
That's how
I
good.
don't
Agreed.
feel like I got
Agreed.
that
but
vibe
hold on,
in
KTL.
Sinners.
Two different types of movies. This is essentially a comedy. Like it's kind of a comedy. It's not a comedy, but it's kind of like lighthearted. Supposed to be like some of the shit they do is goofy. So that's different than watching Sinners and seeing Michael B.
But
Jordan
when,
play these.
but I mean, I know you're not twins, but we just mentioned the Nutty Professor. When I see Sherman and Buddy Love, they're two different people to me.
Y'all
Like,
just tried to say
I
they was
didn't.
the same. They are
I
two
didn't.
different people.
Yeah, I didn't say that.
They literally two different people.
no, but like
I didn't.
they're the same character. I'm saying I'm convinced when I'm watching them on screen together that they're two people, two
I
different
don't
people.
think that you were supposed to be convinced that these was two different people.
I just didn't get that
Why are you
vibe
not
like
supposed to be
in
convinced that
the
they're two
whole
different people if they're two different people?
the center
Because
shit. Like Smoke
it's
and Shaq had differing like aspects to them, but they wasn't just wildly different characters to me. So I don't just give them that honestly.
I feel like you're trying to put a serious lens on a movie that's not serious to me, Art.
Well, I know I think Art just doesn't like isn't too much of a fan of Woody Harrelson. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe,
But
but
He
I
cool.
don't think it was
He not
supposed to
terrible.
be taken like serious to be
I
like,
just
okay.
think that, and then we'll get off of this shit. I think that I think that the ability to like be in a movie and be, two separate characters, especially characters that interact with each other so frequently, I think that that's something that's cool to me.
No,
I can see that shit.
I'm
Independent,
pretty sure that was challenging
of
a
how
shoot.
you feel,
That shit is
like
not challenging to shoot.
independent.
No, you didn't do it.
Yeah,
You come on, bro. It's a nigga that just graduated. Never mind. Go
but
ahead,
yeah,
y'all got it. Let me leave my
individually,
personal stories out of this.
like this is not dependent upon the performance, but you know what I'm saying. I think that I
But
personally
look,
think that
hold
the
on,
performance
KTL.
was good. I don't think it was amazing, but I think it was good.
But look,
I
I
don't think they
said,
could have did that, Ice, because they're supposed to be twins.
but I was gonna say, I think it was supposed to be goofy, and I do
He was
believe that nigga
definitely
was
supposed to
kind of
be
goofy.
goofy. Yeah, like he was never like so. He was a character that got results, but he wasn't a character that was to be like taken overly seriously. He was a goofball. He had a high pitched
Yeah,
voice.
the nigga
He
showed
looked
up with
like
a
a fucking
pizza.
goofball.
The nigga showed up with a pizza box at the door, bro. Like he's
Yeah,
not no serious character.
Slim. We see him and he's singing in the limo some little like child limerick of how they used to be magicians and shit.
Yeah, he
Kept
talking
calling
about
him Mare Bear
Mayor
the whole
Bear and shit.
movie.
Like,
You know
there's
what I'm
no way
saying?
y'all really thought this was supposed to be taken serious, bro.
Salute to bro though, but yeah.
Fucking
So
Mayor Bear.
yeah, that's the performances right here. Let's get to. I don't want to go through the whole
Wait,
thing,
hold
but
on. What about everybody else characters? Was anybody?
I'm
Because I ain't gonna lie, KTL. I, I don't think the performances here were as good as they were in the first movie either from the
okay. So
main cast.
if you want to like individually go through it, we can speed run this. So,
Atlas
Merritt
didn't seem like as
McKinney,
strong of a.
Atlas, like they made him the focal point of like his ego and his shit. Like he was having an internal conflict, but I still think that he was cold as fuck in this movie. He was the cleanest one to me, still in
I
this
still don't
movie.
think he was as strong as a character. And like
Like
it, the performance to me in the first one was kind of captivating.
it's because he
Same with
cut his
Jack.
hair
Like
slim.
Jack
It's like
too.
that Hercules shit. No,
I feel
Jack
like
was. I think Jack was better in this movie. You
I
know what I'm saying?
don't.
Like I think they gave his character more depth.
Like you
I
remember the
think he
fight
got to do
scene with
more
Jack in
shit.
the first one when he pickpocketed that nigga wallet and when he faked
Yeah.
the car crash, like all that shit. Like I ain't
Yeah,
see
but
none
I
of that
mean,
in
he
this
was
one.
doing shit. He was doing whenever they was like breaking into that little video camera room and shit, the surveillance room, and like
Hmm.
he took Buddy phone and left a banana in his pocket, pause, and he let him answer like a
Yeah,
phone.
that shit was like
Like
3 seconds.
I'm saying, but like he was doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he was doing shit through the movie and shit. He did the
That
shit with the
nigga,
cards.
that nigga walked around and they put like a spotlight on that nigga and he ran. That was it.
I mean, yeah, but he was supposed to be dead, bro. Like you can't.
I
Yeah,
know. Yeah, why the
here's
fuck
so
is you
so
in here?
this is what I was going to address a minute ago, and then we'll go back to the characters. This is a different movie than the first one. Like not just in that
Definitely.
it's a different movie, but it's a different dynamic. The first movie, the horsemen are in control for like most of the movie. They're the driving force, and they're rarely on the back foot. This whole movie is about what happens when the tables turn, and now they're on the back foot just about the whole movie, trying to like get done what they need to get done. You know what I'm
I
saying? Dylan, even Dylan, who's supposed to have like all his shit together and whatnot, he gets the rug pulled out from under him, and suddenly he's not shit. He's at the mercy of Thaddeus Bradley trying to find the horseman and shit. You know
I'm
what
gonna
I'm
keep it a
saying?
buck. They might have been right about Lula being. To me, Lula might have been the best character here,
Like
and
I
I
say,
fuck with Daniel Radcliffe too
I
in this movie.
still think that like I like Lula. I just still think that I think that Jesse Eisenberg turned in a good performance.
No, I like what's the nigga name? Franco. I
Yeah,
forgot.
yeah, Jack. That's what I was
Jack,
telling Slim. I
I
think
like
Jack
Yeah.
Jack
did
better than the
like.
first one.
I think that Jack
No,
like had a.
he was doing some cool shit with that card
But
and shit. Like
I'll
he was
say Merritt,
That was one scene.
Woody Harrelson wasn't given
it was
nearly
a
as
fire
much in
scene.
this movie. You know what I'm saying? Like this movie, he was definitely a nerfed version of himself, but he was
I
playing
get
two
that from
people. But
all
like
of them though.
Merritt wasn't like as cold as he was. But like I say, I think a
His
lot of this
brother
is
was
by
better than
design.
him.
Yeah, up until the end. But like I think a lot of this is by design. It's a different dynamic of a movie. Like your
Yeah,
characters aren't like I think that you just get more aspects of who the characters are rather than feats that are impressive from them. You know what I'm saying? Like in here you get to see like Jack and Lula have a romance thing going through the movie and shit. Merritt is out there like struggling because every
man.
time he
They
does some shit, his brother got his number and shit. Atlas don't believe in Dylan or the eye or none of that shit, so he's having a conscience, whatever the fuck. Like everybody's struggling with their own shit in this movie, and I feel like that's what makes it different.
yeah, they was low key ass.
There was ass.
Yeah, you know you
Slim, I
and
watch. Let me tell you something, bro. I watch J. Daniel Atlas put his hoodie on and fall backwards and disappear into a puddle of water, bro.
now let
That
me
was the
tell you.
cleanest shit
Now
I've
let
ever
me
seen,
now
bro.
let me tell you, KTL, what one of my problems with this movie is, and is that like we talked about the first one.
God
The
damn,
first
bro, you
one,
far away.
you can hear me.
Yeah.
The first one, I feel like everything was just put together like so masterfully, bro. Everything was perfect. It was really no loose ends. Like they when they did something, you had Thaddeus over here explaining, oh well, yeah, that's shit. I tell you how they did that shit. That shit wasn't shit. Like he was kind of breaking it down and everything. They were kind of just doing shit in this movie with no
No, they did that in
explanation.
this movie.
They
Daniel
did,
Radcliffe explained how, like, all that shit he broke down, how he got them to China and all that shit
but
after
that's
they
not what
did
I'm
it.
talking about, bro. I'm talking about like
I
let's
ain't like
let
that neither. He's kind
like
of unbelievable. But
yeah, I ain't even talking about that. Like for one, like what you just said about him falling backwards in the water. Like, but I ain't gonna talk about that. So the thing with the what I think is creative that I don't really like that much because I'm like, come on, bro. Like even with this being like a magic movie, I'm not really going for it. The cards when they was throwing the card throughout the room
Yeah.
and hiding it, it was creative,
That was
but
clean as fuck. That's my favorite scene in
that
this
shit is
movie.
fucking impossible.
That's
Like
cap. I
it's
believe they could
fucking
do that shit.
impossible. Like stop it.
There's
Even
no,
for a
it's not.
magic movie.
It's not, bro, and I can tell
Come
you
on,
why.
bro.
Like,
Come on.
first off, it's possible in a regular sense.
No, it's
Second
not.
off, it's possible because of how the movie ended. That guy was in on it the whole time, bro.
That's facts.
You
But I'm
know what I'm
talking about.
saying? Like
Come
that.
on.
you talking about the
I'll
card
get to
scene?
that here in a little bit. But the ending of this
Yeah, when they was
movie,
throwing it around the
No,
room,
as
like it
fire
was.
as that, that's probably one of my favorite scenes. As fire as that, I'm like, yo,
hey,
these
That
Slim,
guards
shit
put
was
the
had that scene.
comments on the
unbelievable
These
as
guards
screen,
had
bro.
that
fuck,
scene
though.
as card at least 5 times already. Like,
Slim, put the
Fucking
comments on the
unbelievable, bro.
screen, bro.
It was creative.
The fans are
I
asking to
think it
be
was
put on
put
the
together.
screen.
Oh,
and I think it went on way too long too. Like, I was like,
I
damn,
okay now that I'm not gonna say that that's my sentiment, but
that's
I can
part of why it's
understand that
unbelievable,
sentiment.
though.
That I can understand that sentiment if people feel like it was a bit extended, right? I understand that,
It's no
but I think,
way, bro.
bro, no, there's no because like all that clean shit they were doing, I believe all that shit could happen.
You
Buddy,
have to
like
have that shit
Atlas had that
perfectly
whole
timed. Like
Bro, Atlas had that whole pause going down his shirt and he breathed in
this
real
nigga
heavy
Merritt
to
couldn't even
hold that
throw the
hole.
fucking card at first, bro. He
What
couldn't
do you
even
mean he
throw a
didn't
card.
throw?
I
Yeah,
said
yeah,
Merritt
that's
couldn't
what I'm
even
saying.
throw
Yeah,
cards right at the
and
beginning of
they
the
went to
movie.
but like Jack couldn't do no hypnosis right in that movie neither
Yeah,
and
but we
spit
talking
that
about
shit
throwing the
later.
card across the room. Like,
Come on, bro. We talking about the same shit motherfuckers learned throughout that hole.
oh my bad. The
They had
card
been
scene was the
practicing.
best scene.
But like
Man,
what I'll say, Slim, is I think that the ending of this movie, which we'll address later, makes a lot of this movie like acceptable even for a skeptic. But a question that I have is that you thought Ocean's 11 was like a cold ass movie, but
Facts.
you ain't really fuck with Ocean's 12. So do you think it's a similar thing here? Maybe you just don't like the sequel as much after you've seen how cold like a heist movie could
I
be.
feel like sometimes they just don't live up to the hype. I mean, they don't live up to the. So sometimes it don't live up. Like I do like the first one better than the second one, but I think both are like widely held opinions that like this one is worse than the first one, and Ocean's 12 is worse than 11.
I just like I say, I feel like I think that a lot of people, and you don't have to like some shit, but I feel like it's just it's a different style of movie because of the direction they chose to go with it. Like I say, it's not the first movie was all about like the spectacle, and you know what I'm saying, you're watching the journey and they're always in control and shit up until like towards the end. You know what I'm saying? And
I
like
think,
so
but
here
KTL, you know
it's
what? I
more
think
about characters than it is like the grandeur and the magic and all that shit. But
so.
at the same time, I feel like the magic tricks in this movie were colder than in the first movie.
So I do prefer the acting of the first one, like I said, but also I just think like when I was watching the first one, it's like even with me seeing it like three, 4 or 5 times already, I'm watching it and I'm like, bro, like this shit got me on the edge of my seat. Like, yo, this shit is crazy how they put this shit together. Like twist and turn and you don't know what to expect next. Like you never gonna like be able to guess what the fuck is happening. But I didn't get none of that from this. Like I didn't get the acting from
I,
it personally. I didn't get the story like that personally. I
I
didn't get
felt
none of
like
that shit the
I
same way.
got that, but I felt like it was also like, like I say, I think it was an intentional choice where they had to like depict that. Okay, so what happens when the smartest people in the room are no longer the smartest people in the room? You know what I'm saying? And like, I think that that was the goal here. Um, but
Uh-uh.
like I say, in my opinion, I think that like the magic tricks that I saw in this whole, I think that they were cleaner. You know what I'm saying?
Like
Like
what?
like that shit that motherfucker was doing, like where Atlas was standing out there in the rain and he made the rain stop and then go upwards and like go in all the directions and shit. Like
That
whenever I
shit not
first
better
watched
than
it, bro,
that. That shit not better than that. The mirror over the safe, bro.
I I I think that there were some better ones in like not better ones, but I think there are some you could argue that were better in the first one, but that's not one of them.
The mirror over the safe was cold as hell. Like,
That mirror over the safe shit was all right, bro. Like,
oh come on, you made a bar about it.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying, bro. All you did was put a mirror in a room and like hide a safe behind it. I
The
think
same
that it's
shit you did with
clever.
the rabbit.
I think
Just on
it's
a larger scale.
but I think that it's clever.
That's
But I don't think
fire.
that I don't think that it's like aesthetically astounding. You know what I'm saying? That
No,
was
it's
the
just
shit here.
yeah.
I
It
was
was
like, bro,
just
this is
like it's
like
like oh my
before.
god, wow. It's
Bro,
like that.
when I first watched this hoe and that motherfucker did that shit before I like knew how that shit worked, that was the cleanest shit in the world to me, bro.
Shit
I
ain't
was
look
like, this
believable
is
when he did that either.
that's cap. How the fuck it don't look believable? The water droplets are suspended in the air.
You'll never believe that shit if you seen it in real life.
I'm saying
I know
it's
you.
magic, bro.
It ain't.
Like, what the fuck are you talking
No,
about?
it
You're
ain't.
talking about you would never believe it. Why? Because yes, Slim. I'm sorry.
KTL, you
Obviously,
would have believed that mirror
we know.
shit.
Slim, I'm sorry. We obviously know that the rain just goes downward and shit. But if a motherfucker's doing a magic show and he show like he's doing some shit, yeah, I
Nah.
believe it could happen. He's doing it in front of my face.
I'd
Pause.
explain the nigga falling backwards in the water and disappearing.
That's what I'm saying. That's clean as fuck, and I don't know
No,
how he
it's
did it, and
not.
that's why. Like,
Explain,
I'm a,
explain, explain old girl falling under who that was? That Dylan. Explain Dylan falling under the blanket and a rabbit popping out and he gone.
you talking about whenever they was like chasing doing that fight scene?
Yeah, and he picked up the blanket and was underneath it, and then a rabbit popped out. He
Slim,
was gone.
why? Like this is what I'm saying. Like I don't believe you're being consistent across the board, bro. Because
No,
like
it's just
we can't act
you
like
had a
that's
bunch
not
of
some clean shit to do, bro. I don't
no.
care.
I
Like
feel like
you don't gotta tell me how it's done. Y'all are spoiled because
no.
Thaddeus
I feel like
Bradley
it's
held your
far
hand in the
fetched,
last
KTL.
movie.
It's very far fetched because that has
Slim
to
Thaddeus
for you to
Bradley
do
held your
something.
hand in the last movie.
Yeah, but it made sense. Like this
Hmm.
doesn't make sense.
It only made sense once he told you why it made sense.
But it
If he did
wasn't.
that shit here,
But it
if he
wasn't.
did that shit here, you would feel the same way.
Can't tell it. He can't. He can't tell
Come
me
on,
how a
bro.
nigga disappeared under a blanket
How
and a
you gonna
rabbit
say
popped
what
out.
Big Bad
He can't
Thaddeus
tell me
can't do,
that.
bro? You better watch your. Hey, Art, man, talk to this
He
guy.
can't
I'd
tell
asked
me
you
how a nigga
earlier.
fell backwards in some
Art, talk
water.
to this
Come on.
guy, man. He got Morgan
Come
Freeman
on, bro.
fucked up,
Hey,
bro.
hey, 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 Art. Let me tell you. That's
Come
why they
on,
didn't
man.
explain it because they
The
couldn't
fuck is we
explain it.
doing here?
They just
It's
did some
magic,
convoluted
bro.
shit in this one. They
It's
couldn't
magic,
explain it.
bro. It's
It's
magic.
not. It's not.
Hey, y'all know something fucked up that I'm just now realizing?
That's kind
Because
of
I
like
just
a
looked at. Go ahead.
hold on, echo
I
Man,
don't know.
go talk.
headphones. That's kind of like a that's kind of like like I don't want to say a cop out, but like since they don't got Morgan Freeman to explain the shit, that mean they can do more like elaborate shit without explaining it.
They
So like
had
I don't
Daniel
understand,
Y'all not
Radcliffe
ready for this
explaining
third
shit.
movie, boy. Y'all think the
but
Fast
that
and
wasn't his
Furious was
job to
bad
explain
because
it.
they stopped racing street cars? Right here, I promise you, they are literally going to bring Buddha
I
back
think
to
like
life in this third fucking movie with no explanation, and Slim is gonna
no,
be
I'm telling you, if
flabbergasted.
this is going, I'm
You
telling
can't
you,
just
if this
do
goes
shit
to,
just to
if
do
this
it, bro.
go,
Yeah,
it's gonna
you
be like
can, bro.
No, you can't.
it's gonna be like the Fast and Furious, bro. Once we get to like the ninth movie, it's gonna just be Harry
They're
Potter.
not
Like I'm
doing
telling
Slim,
nine, bro. They
you
probably just
you,
gonna
don't
end here.
you
Slim,
don't know
bro,
that you don't know
that's
that.
the thing
I
is
do
that
know they're not doing
normally,
none of these
like,
They
movies,
didn't say
bro.
they said they was gonna
You
stop
can't
Toy
even
Story at 3. Now they on 5.
Slim, a lot of
five.
this,
What?
like,
I said they said they was gonna stop Toy Story at 3. Now they on 5.
That's not the same shit. Like you
Why
can't
you
do
always
you can't do
that's
10 of
that's
these
an
movies
excuse
right
for
here, bro.
everything.
oh yes, you can.
This is not Fast and the Furious. You can't do 10 of these.
Shit,
You can
you
they didn't
shit
know
to
they was
me.
gonna do 10 Fast and the Furious.
I'm about to say, bro,
Oh,
this
you
is
just they riding around the city. You could do a lot of
that
shit riding
Fast
around the
and Furious.
city.
Yeah,
You can
but
do a
Fast
lot of
and
shit with
Furious are
magic.
This shit,
heist
no,
movies. All you do
no,
is replace
no, no,
cars with
no.
magic,
I don't know
bro.
why Slim act like he on a committee, like he knows what they
Yeah,
been
no,
thinking.
Slim is bugging, bro. Like,
Well, let's place a wager. Who want to bet that
I'm
they're
not.
gonna have 10 of these?
okay, so hold on. Before we do
I
this,
didn't. I
Slim,
was, bro. It
this
was an
exactly
You
what
want
I
to
was
bet,
exaggeration.
just
Art?
saying.
It was
Listen,
an
bro.
exaggeration. My point is
Oh,
they
okay.
can
Yeah,
make more
exaggerate.
people. They can make more.
No,
Yeah,
You
like
do that
that's
all the
exaggerate.
time.
Go
listen.
ahead.
Yeah,
Go
he's
ahead,
I just
KTL.
exaggerating.
said the
I'm
other day that
You're
you
serious.
don't
gonna
know what a
exaggerate. Go ahead,
hyperbole is.
KTL.
Yeah, no, I'm serious. My point that I was gonna make a second ago was that I just realized that this movie came out in 2016, and the
Yeah.
third movie is coming out almost 10 years later. Slim, I was
Facts.
about to say, I'll make that wager with you, but I don't know if I'll know you in 10 years,
No,
bro.
no,
Like
you wouldn't. You
at this
wouldn't make no
point, like,
damn wager.
come on, bro. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I would, and I would just like as soon as the movie was finna come out, I know I don't know you no more.
You saying it for the cameras, KTL.
I gotta stop using hyperboles around Slim, bro. Like
You
they don't know
saying it
what
for
they.
the
Yeah, he
cameras.
definitely be taking that shit
Because
serious.
you can't tell me that something can happen and they've been like, oh, I was exaggerating though. No, it can't happen. They're not gonna
Tell
make
me
10 of
why
these
it can't.
movies.
Tell me why it's not possible for them to do
The
10
point is,
magic based
the
heist
point I was
movies.
making, Slim, is if this keeps
Anything
going
is
on,
possible,
if it
KTL.
keeps going
However,
on, they're
if
gonna
you're
have
talking
more
about
opportunities
if you're talking
to
about
make it.
making money from this franchise, it's not sustainable from 10 movies.
I don't
That's
agree
why
with
they're
you.
gonna.
I
And
think
that's why they're
They
gonna make it
barely
more
making it through
ridiculous.
3. Watch.
That's why they're gonna make it more ridiculous. Just like they did Fast and Furious. You can't make fast. You can't make
They
10
don't
movies
have
about driving
they don't
cars.
have a Vin Diesel and
So
The
that's why
Rock. They don't have
here's what
The
I'm
Rock and
saying,
Vin Diesel,
Slim.
bro.
that don't
Yeah, but
mean nothing.
They got
yeah,
Jesse. Yes, it does. It means
they
a
don't
lot.
got the Rock and Vin Diesel.
They do not. Okay, this is not. Listen, this is
Fast
not.
and, Fast and
What
Furious
happens
ain't
Listen.
when
have the
they
rock.
Slim?
Wait,
But what
wait. Listen,
happens when
listen,
they got?
Art. Listen,
Okay,
Art.
go ahead.
You're comparing a blockbuster franchise. The Rock, adding The Rock to the Fast and the Furious was an amazing idea. He probably the biggest. Ain't he the
Yeah,
biggest like box star when it comes to action like that?
I mean,
I don't know.
it's not the
This
exact
is
same thing.
y'all don't
Look,
even like
Slim,
Woody Harrelson,
Slim,
bro.
I'm
Two
about
of
to
Slim,
y'all
say,
don't even
but
like him.
Slim,
listen,
Slim.
Slim, is that you not gonna be saying this whenever in the third or the fourth one they're adding Matthew McConaughey and Mark Wahlberg in
I'm gonna
that
be
shit.
honest,
You're not
bro.
gonna say that,
Well,
bro.
Mark Wahlberg wouldn't be in this.
You're
Like
not.
But let
That's
me
cap.
Slim, like you don't think it's
Mark
kind of the same
Wahlberg,
thing
the
that they just added?
notable lover of magic.
no. Let me
What are
tell
we
you why.
talking about here?
Let me tell you another reason why, Art. So two of your main characters from the first and the second movie, and one is gonna be in the third. I know. I don't know about the other one. They
Who's the other
damn
one?
near 100, bro. Two
Who's
of the
the other
main
one?
characters of this narrative are damn near 100.
That don't matter.
It do.
Tell me why.
Okay. I mean, you know,
I dare you, bro. I
God,
got one.
God,
I dare you.
God
Say it.
forbid, but Morgan Freeman is up there in age, brother.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I
Say
don't know
it.
how much longer he gonna be around to be in those
Paul
10
Walker hit
movies.
a tree and died, Slim.
Bro, you're not you,
They still
like
That's
had Vin
literally the
Diesel and The
main
Rock.
character of the Fast and Furious movie, and
They
they made
still
three
had Vin,
more of
bro.
them
They
after
added The
that.
Rock. Do you realize, KTL, that they added The Rock and made
Yeah,
a
and they
spin-off?
gonna add
Listen,
Matthew McConaughey
listen.
and Mark
Hold
Wahlberg
on,
into this
wait.
hoe,
Hold
bro.
on. This is what I'm saying. Oh, Ice, fucking stop it. I'm
And
gonna
John,
address this in a minute.
Hey Slim, I'll help you out here. They added John Cena to the Fast and Furious.
But
hey
listen,
Slim, you don't think
KTL,
Keep
this is what I was
adding
gonna
people,
say.
bro.
Hold on. About your Paul Walker point. Paul Walker was him and Vin Diesel were the stars of the franchise. However, do you realize when they brought The Rock in and put him there, they made an entire spinoff with just him and Jason Statham?
Yeah, but they
That's
only
how
did
you
one movie, bro.
that's how you know they have other people that can carry it. The
That's
Rock
not
can
okay,
that's not
so
carry
the
a
they can
argument.
franchise.
bring other people to carry this franchise, Slim?
Listen, Slim. I'll put it to you like
All right,
this.
certain
I
things
think
have an
that
expiration date, brother.
I think that they are going to have like I think that this
They
third
might
one
not stop at 3. They
probably
might go to 4,
this
but that's it.
this third one probably will be the last one. But if they wanted to, they could make at minimum 6 of these movies.
Cap. Now let me
Because
explain
and no,
this.
hold on. Let me tell you why, and then I'll let you go.
hmm
This shit right here is just a magic themed heist movie. When you're dealing with magic where the outer parameters are pretty much unimaginable, you can do whatever you fucking want. You don't run out of
Yeah,
ideas
see,
with
that's
that.
the
You
problem.
can do bullshit.
That's
They
yeah,
put
see, that's the fucking
Slim. They
problem
put
right
they
there.
people, and I don't share this sentiment, but people were mad as fuck. They had Tyrese and Ludacris driving a car in space. Like you don't think they could do that with
Different type of
magic, bro?
franchise.
Like
Yeah, but
you know.
that's the problem because this is supposed to be magicians, like actual human magicians. So it's supposed to be rooted in some kind of realism at the end of the day, too. So yeah, you can definitely CGI some bullshit to do it. Like you can have a nigga flying around for sure. He can go to the moon. But I mean, to me, that's part of why I don't like it as much as I
I
like
think
the
you can
first one.
just say that you wouldn't like it if they did it like that, but I don't
That's
think it's impossible to say that it wouldn't make money.
I just think it's gonna be burnout, bro. I
And
think it's gonna be burnout.
that's fine. That's an opinion, but like I think that it would definitely draw money. People buy stupid shit all the time in movies.
Yeah, maybe, but shit getting
But
money and still flop.
salute to them. Michael Bay don't give a fuck about none of that shit, man.
Now let me talk
Get
to
the
Ice
get the
about what she said about this new generation. First off, let me tell you something, Ice. If these old original actors wasn't in this movie, like this shit would probably flop if you expect them new generation niggas to carry this shit. I'm gonna be honest. Because the I think it brings in like the younger audience, like the Gen Z audience, maybe. However, the Gen Z audience, I don't feel like is the ones that's going to be going to the movies in 10 years to go see shit like this. I don't think so. I think the way shit going with, streaming and attention spans and all this shit with the younger generation, to me, I don't think having
You
them
don't
as the
think you
target
don't think
audience.
you don't think if they add Timothy Chalamet and Zendaya to this roster,
Yeah,
they
but they
going
don't have them. Do you see who they
Timothy
no,
got? They got
we're speaking in
Chalamet.
who
hypotheticals.
no. No. Listen, Art. Don't speak in terms of the biggest young actor in the world. No, talk about who they got. They got some young niggas in here. They got the nigga from
Who's the biggest
shit.
young actor in the world?
Uh well he's definitely one of them. Timothy
Bro,
Chalamet.
Oh, come on, bro.
you
Anyway,
if
go
you go
ahead.
back to
Oh,
the
you're
Fast and
crazy. Stop.
Yeah,
KTL, don't you dare be fucking
yeah.
blasphemous on
Charlemagne
this
the
show.
God. Keep going with your point,
if
bro.
we go back to
Timothy
if we go back to
Chalamet, they love that nigga.
if we
Timothy
go
They
back to your
they
Fast
Champagne,
and
saying
bro.
his
Furious,
next movie gonna get a
I
look.
don't
His next movie not even out, and they saying he gonna get an Oscar for that shit already.
salute to bro.
Ice, you don't even watch movies. You only watching this because you here with us, bro.
Hey, shut out,
Ice,
Slim.
Ice. If you wasn't a fan of this podcast, you would not even know that them new niggas was on a movie. So stop that.
Hey,
Look at you.
yeah. So with that being said, I don't want to, belabor this point. I'm not going to go through this
Yo,
whole
yo, yo, yo,
movie.
yo.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm not going to go through this whole movie, scene by scene, but I do want to talk about the ending. What I'm saying? How do y'all feel about how everything like came together at the ending and shit? You know what I'm
Man.
saying? Where motherfuckers was on the plane and shit. They got caught and they got thrown out the plane because like they really had the pause the stick they was calling it the whole time and shit. The real joint. So they got thrown out the plane and shit, and then motherfuckers sat down to drink they drink, and it was I don't know what that shit was. It turned black whenever like they pulled the label off that hoe, but
Shit,
they
look,
got
that shit turned
finessed,
into
man.
a Hulk real quick.
I don't know what that was, bro. That
The,
shit looked like
the alcoholic
sludge,
drink, the
dog.
Hulk.
But yeah, that shit, like, and they like revealed they whole. I think that the big reveal for the ending was clean as fuck in a similar manner as the first movie was. You know what I'm saying? Like the ending, that is.
Hey, real quick. My bad, y'all had a phone call. You feel me? I just got back in this bitch now. But what was discussed? Just to
It was
film.
literally just a 10-15 minute argument between me and Art and Slim, where Slim said that they could not do more than three of these movies.
That's not
And
what I
then he
said.
then hold on, and then he changed it to say that 4 or 5 they probably could do, but they
No, I
couldn't do
said
10 like the Fast
I
and Furious.
yeah, I said they wasn't doing 10. It's not sustainable. I also said it could
Well,
go
no,
up to
first you
4.
said they can't do 10. That's why I asked
They
if it's not a
can't.
possibility. Yeah,
I'm still
I don't
saying they
agree.
can't.
I don't agree.
Yeah.
So
I don't think
you'll be surprised
I
at a
don't
This
think
is.
I
dumbass
don't
movie
think
that
10
got
will make it off the
10
fucking
movies.
floor, bro. You
I
said
think
what?
I think
I said you'll be
four
surprised
is
at the dumbass movies that got 10 movies, bro. Like
I'm not surprised. This is not one
There
of those
can't be
type of
that many
they
movies.
got
shits that got 10 movies,
they got
bro.
like 10 movies of a leprechaun, bro. Like come on.
This is not
like
Leprechaun, Art.
there's only so much you can.
Daniel
Hey,
Radcliffe
listen,
is in it.
listen. There's only so much you can do with this magic slash Robin
Well,
Hood
KTL
concept
was
that they're.
making the point
Hey,
that you
hey,
can you
Fiverr,
can do a
yeah.
lot, and I guess when it
Let me
comes to
cook.
Look,
CGI and stuff like that, but that takes
Hold
away
on.
from it to me.
Hold on. Let me cook for a second. So, like I said, there's only so much you can do with this concept, right? Like you can't stretch out
Nobody's
this
watching
concept
this. I'm
any.
sorry.
Okay. There's only so much you can stretch out this concept.
Hey,
You
yo.
know, I said concept, bro. Come on.
I know a nigga named
I know a
Concept.
guy named Concept.
Okay. Anyways, I think it caps off at 4. If they don't address what I think they should address in the third movie, then I can see them going to 4. After that, you're just doing too much with this shit.
I think he caps
Fibers, the
at
point we
4
was
too.
making though, the point we was making, what I was trying to make is, if we saying if they get to that point, that's when they'll start making this shit more ridiculous, like they did with the Fast and the Furious. That was the point I was making.
It's not the
It's not gonna
same,
make
bro.
money. It's
And
not gonna
Slim was
make
saying
money
it's
That's
like
not
that.
hey, that's
sustainable.
exactly what I was telling him, F Dub. I was telling him the Fast and the Furious because he mentioned the Paul Walker like dying. Yeah, but they still had Vin Diesel. They went and brought in The Rock. Like
No,
KTL
but
just
no,
told
look,
like he
you was talking about them like talking about the cast they got and they don't have a big star. For a
they
minute, Paul
don't.
Walker was one of the biggest stars in the movie, and they came
Nigga
one
said
up
Paul
to
Wall.
4.
So was Vin
Nigga,
Diesel.
Wait, did he
Okay,
just
that was
say
one
Paul Wall?
star, bro.
this
Like,
nigga said Paul Wall, bro.
I said Paul
He
You
Walker,
said.
said
bro.
you said
I
Paul
know.
Wall. That nigga wasn't even in the movie. What you
I
Nigga
watched?
said,
said
it's
I said
Paul
Paul
Wall,
Walker, bro.
baby.
What you watched?
All right, now go back to the
He
point, man.
watched Fast and Furiosa. That's
Hey,
crazy
Oh,
shit.
shit.
that
Look,
shit
yeah,
is
hey, real
definitely
quick, real quick. This,
Honestly, Paul Wall would be a good cameo in the Fast and Furious movie, man.
No,
Back in
yeah,
he
the day,
yeah,
wouldn't.
yeah, bro.
please
back in the day,
stop,
I
I
mean,
said back in
okay,
the
for the
day,
love of God,
the
I'll
stop.
day,
react to it.
I said back in the day they had Bow Wow.
Shut
I
up,
don't care, bro.
Anyways,
He could be in that bitch now. Let him be an old mechanic or something. I don't care, but
man.
He'll be
Paul
fine,
Wall ain't
bro.
never been as big as a star as Bow Wow. Art, don't
oh
say them in the
wow,
same
baby.
sentence.
Bro, Paul Wall would
Yeah,
be a
yeah,
good.
yeah.
I can see Paul Wall in the Fast and Furious movie.
But
Ja Rule had a
anyway,
cameo. They got rid of that
any
nigga.
yeah. Anyway, I had asked about the ending of the movie, man.
but so before we get there, right? Let me just like state one last thing, right? So when I watched this movie, right, like my expectation was that they were going to like get more in depth into the eye. You feel me? I thought they were gonna like talk about that society more in depth. You feel me? Just I thought that's really what I was expecting for this
They
second
could
film.
have.
You feel me? Based
That's a
off.
whole nother move right
Now
there. See,
that's how you do it right there, firework. Like, now that's an idea, Art.
that's a whole
That's
nother
how
move
you
right there.
make
Number
this
4.
Okay,
more than what
hold
it
on,
Look,
is.
hold on,
there it
hold on,
is.
hold on, hold on, hold
Okay,
on,
so you
hold
gave
on,
my point.
hold
So
But
on,
they
they
hold
can
not
on,
they can
doing
make that
that.
movie.
hold on, hold
You
on,
don't
hold
know
on,
what
hold
they
on.
doing.
I do know what they're doing. I seen the
Yeah,
trailer.
okay, you don't know what they're doing in the future, nigga.
They only going to 4. They ain't not going no further than 4.
Bet $20.
I bet 20. You ain't gonna have no Now You See Me 5.
All right, bet $20.
I want to see how much money the third one
I
make.
Matter of
thought
fact,
he
I
was
bet
finna
you
say
It's gonna
I,
make some money, but I want to see.
I thought
nowadays they
Slim
be
was
telling you
finna
No,
the
say you
no.
ain't
immediately
gonna
after.
have
Listen,
no
listen,
$20
listen,
when
listen.
the last movie come out.
I'm gonna be honest, Art, because this is the thing. You could have said the same thing about the Oceans franchise back in the day. They went to 4,
Okay,
Yeah, but they was
and
ass.
they
Continue.
had huge stars.
That's cap. They had
hold on.
Oh my God!
Which one was the
they
one
had
with
George
Rihanna
Clooney,
and them?
They
bro.
had George Clooney, KTL.
Yeah,
They had
They,
Brad Pitt. They
yeah.
had Bernie Mac. They
Oh,
had
come on,
Anne
Matt
bro.
Hathaway,
Damon.
Bernie Mac.
Anne
Hey,
Hathaway,
come on,
Anne
brother.
Hathaway.
Come on, KTL.
Bernie Bernie
then
Mac.
they do one with all
All
women.
respect to the
So
legend,
you
but Bernie
Anne
Mac
disrespecting
Hathaway.
wasn't
Bernie
when
Mac?
they made that whole. Bernie Mac wasn't a huge movie
Yes, he.
star, bro.
Come
He was a
on, you got
huge
to stop that
comedy
shit.
star. He was a huge comedian.
Yeah, that's how.
He wasn't a
Yeah,
huge he wasn't a huge
he
movie
was a
star.
huge
That's what I'm
comedian,
saying, Art.
He
Like
wasn't a
he
huge movie star.
bro. That's the
He was
same as
just
them putting
becoming
Kevin
one.
Hart in the movie, bro. It's because he was a big
no,
comedian.
yeah, not
That's the
not like
equivalent of
now
put
Kevin Hart. That's
Kevin
like
Hart in a
Kevin Hart
movie
is a
in
40-year-old
2010.
virgin.
No, he wasn't. No, he
Like
wasn't a big star in the 40-year-old version.
that's what I'm saying.
That's the
Yeah, but
point.
I'm
That's the
saying
No, it
putting
wasn't.
Kevin Hart in Think Like a Man, he got there. He's a big star at that point.
Hey, salute
no,
to
he was.
Bernie, bro. I'm not gonna
He was
disparage the
just
Yes, he
man.
becoming a
was,
movie
nigga.
Slim
That
star,
was like in
lying, bro.
2014, 2015, nigga.
I
What
feel
you
you,
talking about,
bro.
Art?
But
bro. That was he
can
was
y'all
just
let
becoming a movie star
Fireworks
around that
finish
time,
what
bro.
he was
I'm
saying
not
so I
talking
can
about movie
finally talk
star.
about
I'm
the
not
end
talking
of the
about movie
movie?
star, bro. I'm
You
saying
talking
that's the
about big
reason
stars,
niggas
bro.
put him in movies.
Niggas was not going to see things like a man
No,
just
You
because of Kevin
still
they
Hart.
you
wasn't.
still not you still talking about some shit that I didn't say. I
All
never
right,
said that.
go ahead,
Hey,
finish
yeah, yeah.
He
Let
was
No,
a
Fireworks
thank you.
talk so
huge
we can
comedian,
talk
Art.
about.
All
Pause.
right, nigga,
I
we
know
get it.
that
That
though.
is why niggas put him in movies, and not because he was a good actor. He's a alright actor, I guess.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
Anyways,
man.
thank you. All
What,
right,
nigga?
so anyways, so yeah, that's what I was expecting with this film. You feel me? I was hoping they could get into that. You feel me? Not this like respectfully, not this side quest that they went on. You feel me? And yeah, man, I was slightly disappointed with that. But who's to say they won't cover that? What what I think they will in the third film. You feel me? But we gonna see, I guess.
Don't look like it.
Yeah,
what
Slim,
did
fuck
you
Should.
nigga.
want from them?
I ain't want to cover nigga fireworks off game. Fuck nigga.
This what look, so Fireworks brought up
Slim
a good
definitely
point.
a hoe. Art, I ain't gonna lie to
Listen,
you.
Fireworks brought up a good point. This is
Based
what
off how the last one ended. You feel me? That's really where I thought they were gonna take this film. You feel
I
me?
mean, I
And they
guess
didn't.
is that not what happened here?
They
no.
did not. They did not. Nah, they did
This
not
was
expand on the lore of
definitely
the
like
eye.
life.
They showed
This
us
was
two people
life
from the eye. That's
post
it.
I. You
They
know what I'm
showed us
saying?
two people from the eye. That's it.
What? No, Slim.
Three,
But what
three.
I'm saying, Slim, is like this shit. Like at the end of the last joint, they were like, "Hey, we're a part of the eye now. Woo op the bam." But like
But we
they
don't know much about
in
the eye. We
well, no,
don't know much about
I'm not
that
talking about
organization.
knowing much about the eye, but I'm saying this is definitely like they life being a part of the eye. I don't know who that is.
What happened?
Hello.
I don't know. Somebody tried to just call me. I don't know who that was.
They was out of
But
work for 18 months or six or
but
12
that's
months
what
or
I'm
some shit.
saying though, Slim. Is like
Which is
it's like
crazy.
yeah, like this is them like me. Oh, I'm sorry. This is them being a part of the eye. You know what I'm saying? But like they wasn't ready yet, and they told
No,
us they
that
wasn't ready.
okay. That's what you're talking about.
You
But
know what I'm
so
saying?
this is what I'm saying about it because there is a lane where you can stretch this out. Pause.
Hey man.
I paused it. But I just think, like what F Dub said, if you get rid of this Now You See Me, because I love the first one, bro. I'm a fan of it. But if you step away from this plot after the third one, and then you just create an entire world based around like I guess diving into the eye, you can bring in new characters. That's when you could probably bring in some more stars, Art, and then just do some other shit that's still. But you got to get rid of these
Hey
Atlas
bro, it's gonna
and
be
Don't tell.
You got to get rid of these niggas, bro.
It's
They
gonna
they,
be
they
so
ran their
fire.
course.
Where at the end of like Now You See Me 3, they bring out magician Terry Crews, bro.
It was
Like this finna be
That's
clean
gonna
as a
be
bitch, man.
ass.
Yeah, this
Oh
gonna
my
be
god,
clean as a
bro.
bitch,
like,
bro.
Oh
Like,
my god.
hey, it's
no,
gonna be
you
Sylvester
can't tell me my
Stallone as an
idea was
old
wrong and then tell me
magician,
how I could
bro.
do
Like,
my idea.
it's
Wait,
gonna
what
be
was your idea,
Sylvester
Art?
Stallone.
You can't tell me that making a bunch more movies is wrong, and then tell me how it can make much movies is wrong or not. Like,
No, I said he brought up a good point. There is a lane where you can continue this world, but you
that's
have
what
to
I was
step away
saying.
from. Yeah,
That
but
was
I
my
thought you was.
entire point.
I thought you was talking about like this same shit right here, like how Fast and the Furious did. No, you can't take these same characters and run this shit for 5 more times, bro.
But
That shit,
my point was
shit
they
ain't gonna
can.
work.
My point was they can make more movies. I ain't say how or what type of movies. I said they can make more movies
Okay.
and they can reach it to a certain amount.
Yeah, you
Hey,
can,
bro,
but it's a
Formats.
certain way you got to do
Formats.
it.
this
I
shit.
mean,
Formats. That's all.
bro, you can
No,
do a
they get.
you can do a
Yeah,
prequel. You can do shit about
yeah.
Michael
No,
Caine.
There's
no,
so
no.
much potential, bro. Like
Well,
Like,
you can, but
yeah,
like
you can do shit about Michael
it's
it's
Michael Caine
only
easy.
character
Like
and
I
Morgan
said,
Freeman
certain
character.
shit you could do. You can't take these same niggas and put them in 3 more movies. That's what I'm saying.
bro. This
They
is
were
I feel like
fixing
you
this
can.
definitely
film, yes.
this is definitely how the podcast goes. But we've definitely talked more about the potential for sequels than this actual movie.
You the one said you wasn't going scene by scene.
Yeah, but I was specifically trying to talk 3 times now about the
Ice, I'm not
intro.
reading all the comments. That's why.
Like I asked
I'm only
motherfucker
seeing
multiple
the
times
comments
about
I
the end
see.
of this whole.
Yeah,
And
he
then
he wanted to
Fireworks
talk
was
about
like,
something
"Hold on,
else.
I want to talk about
F
this
Dub,
real quick."
talk about the
Well,
plane scene,
my
bro.
shit was valid though. My shit was
But
valid
he
though.
wanted
My
to know
point.
about the
I don't know,
plane.
F
He
Dub.
asked
You
you about
kind
the
of just was
plane.
like, FW, all you kind of did, unless I misheard it, but you was just like, "Hey, I kind of didn't fuck with this hoe because they didn't like go to a good direction to me."
Okay,
Let
fine.
him
I'll
talk
tell.
about the plane, man. What you thought about the
Okay.
plane?
That last scene with the plane, I'll say that whole fake out was pretty cold. The way they set it up with like the three misleading tricks and shit like that, that shit was cold.
Hmm.
Um, so I fuck with that shit. Was it better than the last illusion that they did on the previous film? No,
Fuck no,
not to me.
I
Which
told
Not to
one?
me.
KT there.
Not to
The
me. Not
the
to me.
the mirror in front of the vault. That shit
No,
was
the
fire.
mirror was not like the
That
mirror
shit
was a
was
good trick,
fire.
bro. But it's not like that shit wasn't mind blowing,
All
bro.
I think they did like
Slim,
3 tricks in that
that
movie. They was all
reminds me,
fire.
Slim. In the last movie, them fuckers literally jumped off a roof and turned into either birds or dollars. I can't remember which one,
It was
and it was
money.
Dollars.
never explained
Dollars.
how they did that. But you didn't give a fuck.
They
But
didn't
Daniel
turn into
Atlas
no
fall
dollars,
into a
KTL.
puddle of water, and it don't matter. Like
They didn't turn into no
they
dollars.
did.
No, they didn't.
They jumped off that roof and immediately like turned
And
into
the
some
money,
fucking
yeah,
dollars.
the fake money started. No, they didn't turn into dollars
Yeah,
though.
they did, bro. They disappeared. Like,
Yeah, they disappeared. Yeah.
yeah. So Daniel Atlas can't disappear into a puddle of water.
This is what I'm saying, KTL.
Yeah, that's what I
That
thought,
mirror
man.
shit.
Get your ass out of
Listen,
here, boy.
that mirror shit, bro. That mirror shit was so fire because it was more than just like you said, the mirror in front of the vault. It was the entire setup with Jack faking his death and driving the like all that shit went together, bro. That was cold as fuck.
I mean, there was a lot of shit that was like in this. I'm not arguing like what's better. I'm just saying that there was a similar amount of components here. You know what I'm saying? That the stick
I
being
just didn't
not
enjoy
good.
it.
You
I
know
didn't
what I'm
enjoy this
saying?
shit as much as I
The
enjoyed the
the
first one.
fucking
I
yeah, and
agree,
that's fair. Yeah,
but I have other points to make too.
go
Go.
ahead, man.
All
Shoot.
right,
Because
for
we
sure.
we sure finna do this final thought and rating soon.
All right, for sure, for sure. So overall, I didn't necessarily enjoy the direction that this film took, right? Um, and on top of that, some of the reveals and shit like that and twists and whatnot, they were pretty predictable, I would
What
say.
about the one with Morgan Freeman? And we found out that he was
Pre-
actually partners with
predictable,
Shrek. Oh,
predictable,
it was?
predictable. The
Okay.
predictable.
I don't know if I
Wait, what do
The
you
predicted that.
mean?
I don't know if I
the
predicted it the first time.
well,
They
I predicted it the first, the second, and the third time. But yeah,
I
that
don't
was
know what
my
that
no
means. How many times?
I
How
don't know
many
what
times
it
did you watch
means.
this fucking movie, man? Like,
surprise.
That's hyperbole.
Hey, Slim, he watched this. So he watched the second one a bunch of times, but he never watched the first one.
That nigga
He
had to
think that
watch it
was
3 times
amazing.
to make sure he wasn't tripping.
That shit is
No,
wild, bro.
no.
Now you
This
see
shit,
me again and again and again.
this shit can't be as ass as I thought it was.
He's like, damn, I really did see them a bunch of times. You right. Like,
That nigga say, let me look closer. It must not be what I see.
and
there,
when you rewind, it's more to find.
Yeah.
no, hold on. There's a scene I wanted to highlight real quick before we get to the ratings.
All right.
The part where they're about to toss Buddy down in the lake with the inside the safe and shit like that. Before that, that speech that Walter was giving, old boy. Oh, I felt this pain. You know, you felt the pain of losing your father. I felt that pain, the same pain 2 years ago or whatever, right? Like, please,
He didn't
I
say
did
losing.
not.
Yeah,
Uh,
I don't think
He
that
didn't say
that's what
losing
was
though.
said. Like
no, he said the pain was similar
He was
when
talking about
his
when,
father
he was
yeah,
talking
when he
about
was
like being
embarrassed. Yes.
when they
embarrassed
stole
and
all his
shit.
money and
Yeah,
he
Well,
got
like being
embarrassed.
embarrassed.
yes. How now? Like, I'm not, I'm not a doctor or anything like that, right? Or whatever, right? But my
Yeah, that's
nigga,
hyperbole.
a death, a death is far more painful than
It's
Well,
fucking
but
money
hyperbole,
I don't
bro.
think
loss.
he was like. I get what you're saying, but I don't think that he was talking about like the death itself. I think he was talking about like he was like being embarrassed. You know what I'm saying, and having everybody like not take you seriously and laugh at you and whatever. Talking about like because his dad was supposed to be that great magician, then he fucking fumbled and shit and died. So like everybody thought he was ass. I think that's what he was comparing, not like the death itself. And I'm
All
not,
right,
and if that's, if that don't make it any better for you, that's fine. I'm just, I think that that was what was being compared.
it doesn't. But thank you for the explanation, Kitio.
No problem, buddy.
What y'all thought about the Asians?
What about him?
Did nothing in the film.
I mean, like there
They
was
kind of, I
comedy,
mean, they did at the end, I guess,
there was
with
comedy
the eye shit.
relief and shit. You know what I'm saying? And like, yeah, they did some shit with the eye.
They were the help.
I kind of I kind of
That's
predicted
racist as
for some
fuck.
reason I predicted that she spoke English the whole time. I don't know why I thought that was gonna happen, but
I just think it was funny when Dylan flexed on Thaddeus about how shit his Mandarin was.
no, that was funny. No, what she said was funny. To Atlas was when he was trying to speak slow to her because people do that a lot.
Yeah, because that motherfucker said woo woo woo.
And
It
the
don't
way your
matter
fucking hands
what
and talk slow don't mean I can
can
People
understand
do
understand
that
you.
shit a lot,
English
man.
now. That shit was hilarious, honestly. So, like, what did y'all like? Slim
Oh yeah, I
put
did
this
see that
What the
movie.
fuck is
popcorn
Ice
bucket.
talking about?
No, they got a pop. You know how everybody got a popcorn bucket now for each movie. That popcorn
Yeah,
bucket fire. Like it make the popcorn look like it's
I
disappearing.
I don't want my
I haven't
popcorn to look like it's disappearing.
I
I'd
haven't
be
collected
mad.
I
not
mean, it's
one
gonna be
bucket.
there.
Not
It's not
one.
gonna really disappear. So you gonna
I
eat
can
it.
fuck this shit.
Hey,
Well,
Slim.
according to
Hey,
y'all, art they can
hey,
do anything.
hey, Slim. Somebody gonna go in there not knowing that they gonna be a weird pervert. They gonna be mad as hell, boy. The fucking bucket make all
Hey,
the
Dick,
popcorn disappear.
KTL. And
Yeah,
nigga, Thaddeus Bradley gonna come out and say, yeah, they got a hole at the bottom of your
that shit,
popcorn. Well, you didn't
that
even
shit
know
gonna be fucked up, man. Like,
it's a hole at the bottom of the
that,
bucket.
that shit gonna be fucked up, man. Buddy gonna be trying to.
I bet you
Somebody
didn't know
gonna
how they
bring
did it, huh?
somebody gonna bring their bitch there, and they gonna be mad as fuck, man. Morgan Freeman ruining shit. Like,
But let me tell you how they did
but
it. Now, before you walked in here and got your ticket, they took the
are you?
popcorn bucket and they put a look
He gonna look at you. He gonna look at you mid explanation. Are you still paying attention? Like,
look closer.
hey,
You gotta look closer.
hey, hey, fireworks. So Slim kind of expressed his sentiment about the shit. What did you think about the card scene
at
where they was
the
in that bitch throwing the card around and trying not to get caught?
at the beginning of the film.
No,
Oh,
whenever they
not at
was
the
like
beginning.
stealing, when they was stealing that shit from them folks, and
When
they
they
was like
stole the stick and they was
tossing the
throwing it
card
around the
around.
room, hiding it in
Oh
their hand and
my
shit.
lord, what a sentence!
They were throwing it around the room.
When they stole the stick and was throwing it around the room.
Jesus Christ, Slim. What the
You know
fuck?
that you know that scene of the
Yeah, fireworks, you
I
know the
don't know one
stick.
time.
Come on, man.
I don't know none of that. But
now he don't know about no stick.
I don't know none of that.
Now you said you ain't know no stick.
Now he ain't seen no stick.
And my brother's stick got
He ain't seen no stick scene.
So yeah, you know what we talking about, man. Where they was out there throwing the card around, trying not to get caught and shit, man.
With the metal detector, firework, F dub,
Yeah,
shit.
No, that was dope. That was dope, nigga. That was dope. I mean, what else is there to say? That was
I
one of the
mean, Slim
Bad,
highlights.
didn't
nigga.
like
It's
it. That's
bad.
why I'm asking, because Slim thought it was ass.
God damn.
I didn't say it was ass. I said it was
Yeah, you
creative.
did. You said it. You said it was
I
ass because
said
it
it
was
was creative.
unrealistic.
I said it was creative, but it was
I'm about to say I
unbelievable.
don't know how. Yeah, bro. That shit was like that shit was just like 10 minutes long. Though. That's the only thing. Like
It was unbelievable, bro.
I
that shit
definitely,
was.
hey, Art. I was like, I was watching this whole with my girl, and I was like, all right, I need about 10 minutes of your attention for this shit, real quick. And she was like, 10 minutes. I was like, I don't know how long it really is. I'm probably exaggerating. And then the whole definitely was almost like 10 minutes.
And KTL, you
like,
know what
like
else I said about it? When I was watching it and they kept fucking checking, bro. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is they still
Yeah, no,
checking
yeah,
for?
yeah. At that
but
point,
they
like, bro,
check everybody like three
why are
times.
y'all
Like,
checking the same
Like,
person
yeah,
again
that's what
after
I'm
you
and
got
they
done,
just
bro?
throwing the card the whole time. I'm like, bro,
Why?
come
made that
Because
on.
of
bitch take a
pause.
bra.
Because the motherfucker clapped, bro. Like now you like, hey, check him again. Like
They started checking because the nigga came from around the side. Like, even
also,
though
I mean,
why you
but
around the
also,
side, man?
to be fair, motherfuckers was definitely like just like at that point, bro. I'm not gonna be patient enough with you at that point, bro. You just keep doing shit, Merritt. You just like fake sneezing and then act like you drop your hat and dancing around and all this shit,
I'm gonna
bro.
keep it a
Yeah,
buck,
Bust your
KTL.
ass, like
yeah,
I'm gonna
like
keep it a
they
buck. If
done
you
themselves.
part of the aisle, why the fuck you got us doing all this?
to make sure that you can do that shit because you gonna
Them
need that
security guards
that
dumb, bro.
ability later, bro.
Well, why the fuck you checking us so much if you part of the aisle?
Well, damn, bro, you can't. They can't hold people to a high standard in the eye.
That was a long ass check. Pause.
That's crazy, bro. But yeah, so what you so well, I mean, I guess everybody's probably already said what they feel about the ending, right? Did they?
Yeah.
It was cool. It was
Final
dope.
thoughts, man. Final thoughts.
All right, bro, you go first.
I'll go first. I'll go first.
All right, you go
We
first.
giving ratings or no?
Yeah.
We give ratings every time, bro. Act like you've been
Uh,
here before.
no, I forgot if I get. 'Cause I don't even remember my rating for the last movie. But no, like
Yeah, you
it's
just
kind of
know it's
weird
gonna
though.
be lower this time around.
No, honestly, I was about to say the first movie might be the better movie, but I kind of enjoy watching this movie more. If that makes sense, it probably don't. But
Yeah, you ain't
this
paying
movie was
attention to the first time.
I paid attention to the first one. But no,
I knew.
this movie I liked it was a little bit more like over the top, which probably made like it better. Um, the stakes was higher, so that made it better. It was funnier in my opinion. Uh, the characters, we had new characters a lot, so I guess that was new. So I kind of enjoyed it a little bit more than the first one, but I'll give it an 8.
All right, Slim.
I already said that oh wait, let me write down his 8. I already said that well you mentioned the KTL. I said it before that they added Lizzie Kaplan to this movie because the one that played Henley, she was pregnant, so she couldn't be at in the movie at the time. So they just replaced her. Um, yeah, but she is set to be back in the third movie. I saw the trailer again this morning.
Boy, that's going to be an interesting love triangle, huh?
I don't think Henley. I mean, I don't think Lizzie is in the third movie.
No.
Also, Henley was in love with was fucking with Atlas anyway.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. True. My fault. I got that wrong.
and
My fault.
and at the beginning of this movie, like they kind of explained her absence, but they said that she don't fuck with dude no more. So
And
I
she
wonder
gonna
if
be
they're
back
gonna.
fucking with dudes
Yeah, they need
soon.
to address that in the third. Maybe they don't have them fucking with each other, but they
I feel
probably
I
will.
I feel like
Yeah,
it's
she
gonna be
gonna
a
go
scene
fuck
where
with
they
Merritt McKinney, bro.
I
Like,
feel I feel like it's gonna be a scene where they run into each other or something like that.
Yeah,
I feel
100,
like
yeah,
I just seen the trailer a little
yeah,
bit ago,
100,
bro.
yeah,
Like before the show
100% gonna
started.
fuck with each other.
Like she's in the trailer, to a good extent. Go ahead, Slim. You not done?
Nah, my shit cut out
hey
again.
yo.
Yeah, that's pause.
Yeah,
Get to
probably. Yeah.
it. So the reason Jesse cut his hair in this movie is because it was around the time when
That shit is ass.
around the time he was doing Batman versus Superman,
I
and
figured I figured that was
so he
the
had to
reason.
cut that shit off to be
Ass.
Lex Luthor. Well, hey, he was out here getting
That's what
checks,
nerfed him.
KTF.
I said slim this shit like Hercules. He cut, or not Hercules, like Samson. He cut his hair and he's ass now.
Yeah, he was out there. He was getting them checks, man. So salute the bro. Um, they originally titled this movie "Now You See Me," the second act, which is ass. I could tell
Might
you,
have been better than Now You See Me too.
I said it before that the people was mad, and I seen it in the comments. Niggas was talking crazy too for the trailer. They was like, "Oh yeah, they finally naming the movie." Well, we told them they should have named the second one. So they wanted the second one to be named "Now You Don't." That's what the fans wanted, and they didn't do it. But now they're naming the third one "Now You Don't." So it all comes full circle, I guess.
Imagine had they actually named this second movie. Now you don't, right? Imagine what the name of the third
Oh,
one
the
would be.
fire.
Now you will.
Wait, what?
Now imagine what the title. Had they named the second film, now you don't, right? And then they got approved for a third. Imagine what the name of the third film would have been. Now you will.
Abracadabra. You got to name it some other shit. Ain't nothing else.
It's just called
Alakazam,
the third movie is just called Now.
the third movie.
Now you see me again.
Call it the third movie.
Now you
We're
don't see me.
back.
Now you might see something.
It's now or never that you see us. Like,
That's way
Now
too
or
many
never.
words, bro. That one would
Now or
definitely
never might be
flop.
crazy.
No, that's gonna be the fourth film.
Hey,
That's
Art,
gonna be the
they ain't
fourth
never
film.
gonna make a fourth movie if they name it that shit, boy.
Yeah, they probably run out of names too. So ain't no way they getting a 10.
they can just go back to the numbers, bro. Now you see before. Fuck all that.
Yeah,
That shit don't fit the theme, bro.
No, they did Deadpool, Deadpool 2, and Deadpool and
Uh,
Wolverine, bro.
if they got anything else, man. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's nothing else. So they just be saying all kind of other shit that don't matter. But yeah, I don't enjoy this as much as I like the first one. I love the first movie. It's a classic. She said she got out of the eye while she coming back. I want Lula. Well, Ice, good thing they didn't make this movie for you. So
She talking about the third one.
This thing is
that's
crazy.
I am too. She said, "Did you see me?" That's fire.
Did you see me?
Did you see me? It's crazy.
You didn't
Did
see
you
me.
see me?
Hey,
Sounds like
hey,
You
hey,
that's
didn't
what
number.
see
they
me.
put on them fucking missing posters, bro. Like,
Did you see me? Number four. Number four got to be here. I go.
God damn, man. I'm here.
Stop looking.
Oh shit! Pick a
Yeah,
card.
yeah, man. Fuck. Yeah, I didn't like nothing. I mean, so the movie is watchable. Like it had my attention watching it, but it was nothing that wowed me, nothing that like grabbed me. Pause. Like nothing that captivated me. Really, I was just watching it, and the like I said, the car scene, like I said, probably the best part in the movie, but I just couldn't really, I couldn't get into it the way I would have liked to get into it because too far fetched to me. Um, So I could probably argue that the other scene is the best scene with the different tricks where they did the 3 card Monty and all that shit. That was fire. But
Art, Art said, "Where did they go?"
there you go. Yeah, I'm just gonna give this movie probably a 7.2.
Oh,
It ain't
All
terrible, but it ain't.
right, I got
number.
next.
Go ahead. I can go last then.
Yeah. All right. So, we talked about it with the last one. The debate has raged as to which one is the better movie, or rather, is this the worst of the two movies? And I don't hold that sentiment. I believe that these are two different movies. You know what I'm saying? They have like the first one is about the grandeur and the intrigue and the consistent plot twists and things of that nature.
Look at the
This one
comment,
is more
KTF.
about. All right. This Mr. Fuck out
No,
of her.
long run. His name is Long Run.
Fuck out of her. But
Long run, not long run.
yeah, Anyway, yeah, so this shit, like, I think this is a different style of movie. They did more character development, you know what I'm saying, and they sacrificed to an extent the big elaborate set pieces and, magic tricks for that. I don't think that that necessarily makes it worse, but I think that I can understand why people would think that. I think that, in my opinion, this movie has the better, magic trick scenes in terms of, like, I think the card shit is top tier. I think that that shit with the rain is absolute top tier. You know what I'm saying? Like it has the highest highs in my opinion, just doesn't have as many of them in terms of just magic scenes. You know what I'm saying? I think that they once again delivered on a really clean plot, and they everything at the end kind of gets turned on its ear whenever you have like the reveal of the eye and Thaddeus Bradley, previously being Lionel Shrike's, partner and shit, and then like all the shit being a setup. I think that that ending allows them to get away with a lot of shit that even the most cynical of critics might question. Whether it be the like how did they get away with the card scene, or these different things of like, oh, how did this shit work out with the magic shop. I think that it puts a bow on something and allows for a an interesting road to the third one. And one thing we didn't mention that I think was really fucking clean is how Morgan Freeman's monologue at the beginning of the movie is exactly the same monologue he delivers at the end of the movie. However, it's from a completely different perspective and context, and I think that that's really clean as fuck. Having the foresight to be able to revisit that and it have a different meaning. But with that being said, I think I'm going to give this movie a 8.5. I believe I gave the last one a 9, so I'll give it a worse score. But I think it's interchangeable in terms of like what you prefer. Once again, I've seen this movie several times, so it's not as impactful. But if I were just seeing this and like having all this shit revealed to me the first time, I think it'd be clean as fuck. And I think that that'll be a big advantage going into the third one, is that it'll be a whole new bag of tricks that I haven't seen yet.
All right. Uh, so this film, where could I start with this film? I didn't like it as much as I liked the first one. I thought the first one had it played a lot more into the allure, mystery, and in my opinion, it had way better action scenes than this film. I think this film kind of paled in comparison to the first film. I didn't enjoy some of the performances. As I mentioned earlier in the episode, I like Daniel Radcliffe. I really just couldn't buy him as a villain, buy into him at being a villain in this film. I didn't enjoy Woody Harrelson's brother's little shtick throughout the whole film. That was corny as hell.
Hey, yeah.
It was honestly a tough watch for me, to be honest. This film, like I said, I didn't really enjoy this one as much as I did the first one. Now I don't want to entirely shit on this film, because there were some cold scenes that have already been mentioned by my peers already. If you know, you know. But I definitely am invested to see where they go next. Hopefully, they do go where I think they're gonna go with this third film, because that's really the story to be told, in my opinion. Hopefully, it's not another getaway, fucking chase down type of shit like they
Have you
did.
seen the trailer? Or you
I have not seen the
blind?
trailer. I have not seen the trailer.
Okay.
I want to go
Time to
into
do a
this one
reaction
blind.
to the trailer after we're done with this, boys.
We could,
Mhm.
low key, we could. Yeah. So there's that. Yeah. I think that's all I had to say. I thought the best performance, in my opinion, was Franco, to be honest. So, I'm giving this film a oh yes, this film also has no replay value for me at least. So I'm giving this film a flat
Let me
6
go
out
ahead.
of 10.
Yeah, let me ask you something, though, FW. You would not watch this, like you wouldn't replay this on your own volition, but would you rewatch it as a part of the series?
Probably not.
Okay.
That being said, man, final rating for Now You See Me 2 is a 7.4.
That's okay. You know,
So
last one was like an 8 point.
That bitch got like a 6.4 on IMDb.
Was it an 8.4 last time?
Maybe.
It was 8 point something. But yeah, so we'll
IMDb
be
give it a
able.
6.4, KTL.
Yeah, I mean, the critics usually don't have a whole lot nice to say about movies.
No,
They're
that's
miserable.
that's
hey
the user
KTO.
rating.
Yeah, I'm
So
talking about the
so
users, the wannabe critics. Go ahead.
KTO. So to expand more of my answer on your question, right? It mainly has to do with the plot of this film. Like it didn't really. I wasn't gravitated towards the plot.
It
I thought
wasn't
the
as
plot was
captivating.
Well,
it was
no,
yeah
I
it
feel you
wasn't as
because
engaging. You know what I'm saying? So like
Fireworks. When we watched all the Aliens movies, I'd never want to watch Alien 3 again, bro. Like, if I rewatch that series, I will skip that third fucking
It's
movie
the
and just
same with
say what
Saw, low
happened next,
key,
bro.
right? Ain't Saw the
Huh?
same way? Saw.
Saw has some like bad movies, but I don't think that there was any one that I just thought was so fucking terrible that I never
Spiral
wanted
was
to watch it
ass.
again. I didn't think that. I think you were actually the only one who thought that.
that's the one
Like,
with
I don't think it
Chris
got a
Rock, right?
good.
Yeah.
No, that was. Oh, you
Yeah.
talking about Spiral? No, I
Ain't no
think
way Pools thought
Jigsaw.
Chris.
You thought it
Ain't no
was
way he
fire.
thought Spiral was fire.
No, but like I remember somebody like really didn't like Jigsaw, and then somebody really didn't like Spiral, and it sounds like that was you.
I don't think I had a problem with most of
But
them.
also, Spiral is like a side piece in the same way that Hobbs and Shaw is, so you don't have to watch it through that
But that's
series.
what they need to do with the eye.
Why?
I'd be interested in that
Because I
to be
think that's
honest.
how you expand. I think that's how you expand on it. Is you
I'd be
dive
Well,
deeper
interested
into
in
that
that.
world.
however that shit is gonna work, bro. Maybe it'll be Robert De Niro and
Hell no, you gotta get somebody
whoever.
younger. I ain't gonna lie. You
Why?
gotta get.
Why? What is this? What? Hold on, bro. Before we get out of here, what's with you and this ageism
We
thing?
love our old actors,
No,
KTL.
but yeah, but
However,
like, bro, I've seen some fantastic performances from old actors in this series specifically.
how?
But you're
Oh,
acting like people would be garbage because they're elderly. What's up
see,
with you,
see,
bro?
see. You're mistaking what I'm saying. I ain't saying anything about their ability. I'm talking about their potential lifespan.
It don't matter about like how long
It
you need them
does.
for one movie.
No, because for instance, if we talking about the eye or some shit, you don't know how you don't know how many they gonna do with that. You could do a show,
Hey, Slim,
but
let's put
you
Benedict
need
Cumberbatch in that hole,
Hey,
bro.
KTL.
possibly. But I'm saying you need
KTL.
somebody younger. Go ahead.
What's going on? All right.
Okay, imagine Slim being a casting director. He's turning away old people.
Oh
Like, man,
yeah,
oh,
yeah. It does.
like, yeah,
Oh
we don't
man.
know if you're gonna live long enough, man. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I'm
We
about
can,
to say, Slim, like, Slim gonna go up to Jack Nicholson, like, Jack, you did great for the reading, but I don't know if you're gonna die before we finish this shit. So
I'm gonna be
sorry,
honest,
buddy.
brother. Like to if you want to do something like that, art, you don't know how long it's gonna last. You need to cast a younger main star. The older
It don't
stars
gotta
are
be a main
good, but for
star, bro. About to say, what's it called? Dwayne Johnson isn't the main star of Fast and Furious.
but this is the thing, KTF. If you look at Now You See Me, Morgan Freeman is not the main star of this movie. Jesse Eisenberg and them other niggas is.
I agree.
They're younger.
Yeah,
Morgan
but I
Freeman is
don't
a
think
great
that it's.
supporting character, the
I
same
don't
as
think
Michael
that.
Caine.
I agree with you, but I don't think that the reason that they are that he is the main character or whatever. I don't think it's because he's young. I think that
It's
that's just a
not.
coincidence.
It's not. But however, he wasn't getting that role as the main character in this movie either. No matter how fire he is, he's not getting cast for the main character.
Well, I mean, if you're the one that's in charge of it,
Whoever did it, you see
I
clearly.
hear you, bro.
She said,
But
"I would
yeah,
watch the eye, Tom Holland." Yeah, put Tom Holland in it, KTL.
I'm gonna be honest, Slim. There's plenty of like actors. I don't think Tom Holland would be good in some shit like
Hey,
this.
Tom Holland is fire, brother.
I haven't seen Tom Holland be that fire in some shit other than being Spider Man. I watched him as Nathan Drake, and it wasn't that memorable.
What the fuck is this? Who's this?
Who?
Whoever this is.
Dylan Minute.
Uh, Dylan Minute.
Who that
Dylan
is?
Minute.
Fucking no.
Who the fuck is that, Ice?
I'm about to say, Slim. I don't know who Timothy Charlemagne is.
That's you. Well, you
Charlemagne
don't
is
know
wild.
Timothy. You don't know
I
Timothy Chalamet?
listen. I know
No,
who that is
Timothy
by
Chalamet
name,
fire,
but
bro.
I can't. I can't think of a
Dune.
single thing I've seen
Dune.
that person. I didn't
I
watch
seen
that
him. I
movie.
seen him in
I know
Wonka.
you
I
do.
He's
didn't
fire.
Yeah.
think I didn't can't think of a single movie I've seen that motherfucker in is what I'm saying.
He's fire, bro. I used to hate him. I used to think he was like just another forced name.
I was
He
telling KTL
he just did a biopic of Bob
he
Dylan.
he
That
one of the
released
Yeah, he's
biggest
fire.
last
I
year.
didn't watch that about
he
Bob
one of the
Dylan either.
biggest like young stars in the world, KTL.
Salute to him, but I can't think of a single thing I've seen him
He
in.
met Luno.
What does that matter? Respect to Luno, but I don't give a flying fuck who he's ever met.
I'm the trivia
Like,
guy, man. He met Bob Celeste.
you're
Did he
right,
really?
bro.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Years ago.
What the fuck?
salute to them guys, man. But yeah, with that being said, I don't know if we'll go do this shit, but maybe we'll go review the trailer.
Fuck no.
All right, get us out of here then, bro. Dang.
Sign us out, ever do it.
Real Rap Coalition. This has been the crash course for the Now You See Me franchise. We'll be back. Later this week, I guess, because the movie drops this weekend. So what we
We'll
doing?
Yep.
see. It depends on if motherfuckers procrastinate, bro.
That shit really gonna drop Thursday, most likely.
All right, for sure, for sure. So there's that. And we out of here, man.
Check.
Thank
Check
y'all
while
for
I'm
tuning
hold
in, man.
on. Let me check while I'm here, bro. What,
Pools asked what everyone's rating was.
whoever that Dylan nigga was, is from. She said, 13 Reasons Why.
Go back and watch the episode. Lights out.
Now you see me. Now you don't. Uh, yeah. Well, so it opens Thursday in some theaters.
I know at the theater I go to, it's definitely dropping on Thursday for sure.
I got see if I go to Baton Rouge, I can watch it Thursday, but I'm not. That bitch dropped Friday here.
Bro, scared to drive.
Bro, you late. Go to sleep. Good night. Oh, she talking crazy to Pooh. All right, man. We
All
out
right,
here.
we out of here.